judge, who I mentioned before, adjudicating my case, issues this 93-page opinion I have right here, 93 pages. And he threw out the case, and he said, you're acquitted. And not only are you acquitted, but you're guaranteed a new trial in case the government appeals it. And I just want to read a couple quotes because they're pretty damning. He said such things as, quote, the evidence weighs so heavily in favor of the defendant that it would be unjust to enter judgment against him, end quote. Quote, the government did not carry its burden, and no reasonable jury could have so concluded, end quote. And it goes on and on and on. He said, there can, of course, be no crimes if the defendant complied with those rules. I mean, 93 pages of that, of just castigating the government, saying they shouldn't have brought this case. The AMA, the American Medical Association, wrote an amicus brief, a friend of the court brief on my behalf, saying that the rules the government was coming after me for breaking, the AMA wrote those rules.
It makes
and
a good ring holder.
The very people who wrote the rules came to my defense and said he didn't break those rules, as did the American Association of Physicians and Surgeons. Said the same thing. This was a global pandemic, right? Everybody was worried they were going to die. It was like trauma surgery. Every single day we had patients overwhelming us. One of our sites, we would open at 8 a.m. We have people lining up at 4 o'clock in the morning. We had to hire off-duty police officers because the line was a mile down the road with cars. Literally, I'm not exaggerating. I videotaped it. A mile.
Yeah, they had actually sent out like groups of people, like doing it on purpose. These nasty fucking idiots that make groups of protests, and if you bring up concerns about the abortion clinic, you see them protesting there and getting the young kids on board and being cool with the bloody pants. Right, so around that time when COVID was happening, they sent around a lot of freaks, like, we're gonna die, like freaking out and yelling at doctors. Yeah, the fucking cunt that went down to Florida, 2009, yeah, she had been dating that private investigator that shot himself. Yeah, fucking nasty cunt. And then when you see people try to protect him, because, they were in a Maxim magazine or did a Lady Luck pageant. Right, so when you see those things and what's been happening, it's not that hard. And then when people try to call it out, they think you're just jealous because of their nasty fucking careers. Right. I don't know. Maybe you can teach the kids to twerk. Good job. The men seem to like it. And some of the women who are profiting from a lot of it. But anyways, it's fucking sick and disturbing. I mean, as you can see, some of the men, right? Because there are a lot of good men that see through and are quite disturbed as well. I know. Some of them have daughters that they care about, right? When you don't care about them, right, for us personally, we know how that feels. When you don't conform to a criminalistic family or their crimes, and you bring up things, maybe some things of abuse, and they tell you don't remember, right? Right, this went on for years, yeah? And then it just kind of gets swept under the rug and forgotten about. There's a lot of cases like that. Yeah, and it's really sad because those people who have families and people around them that really hate them because they were compromised back. For us personally, it was 2000. We were compromised to them. Right, as you can see, to other good forces, and it should be to you. It was not a threat or being compromised. No, it's called being human and aware and having self-respect and respect for other people. Right, when you can respect yourself, I know it can be difficult when you grow up around such heathens who don't respect you, so you feel like it's okay to disrespect others. I know, we have those people around us. And many of them have moved to Florida or Texas because they felt because they were around hateful drug addicts and pieces of shit that it's okay for them to shit on us. And because we put up with it, we deserve what we get because we put up with it and we don't speak up and say anything. And we've shown you people over the years exactly what the fuck is going on here and how these nasty cunts have taken advantage of people in compromised situations. And a lot of good people have gotten killed that have served this nation and targeted by these punks. Killed. If you haven't seen it, they've been showing it for how long? Police officers getting ambushed. And these fucking domestic calls, these fucking traveling bands have made a business out of ambushing and killing Karens and police officers. As you can see, and a lot of times in the past, the police officers would not necessarily play along, but they got confused a little bit too because of what these punks were doing, and we showed you that back in 2010 and 11. Right, with getting the Karens, the non-vaxxers, the bullies, the cartel family, all these investigations, get the shoplifters. Right. And then how they get police showing up at certain places, leaving loaded guns around with people that are chemically induced. This is not a fucking joke. It's happened multiple times. Am I lying? Right. So when we've shown you how they did that here, and then they beat up a little boy in the tub, and then they tried to kill me again, and I lost use of an arm for 3 months, and this is all documented. Right, and the dog's leg blew up. We had to have him put to sleep. Right, and they're messing around with these fucking devices and mosquito machines and generators and direct energy weapons. Right, telling me Lyme disease isn't real. Right, now for you to put this together and understand the people that I work with, and then you have Kennedy putting out information about Lyme disease and bioweapons. If you want to go back and take a look, you'll see that. Right, and then in 2013, I think Trump mentioned the vaccines, and Bill Gates said, you know, they'll take you out. They'll go after you. And we watched that happen in slow motion. Right, well, that'd be pretty interesting, wouldn't it? I bet that'd make a lot of money if they tried to do that. Right, BlackRock? Oh, I'm sorry, Green Moss. Green Moss. Green Moss. Because I'm the Rock. And I'm a fucking island. And I'd wake the fuck up if I were you and help these kids.